Good morning, everybody. How are you? Afternoon, actually, or almost afternoon. I slept in today. I actually had a bit of a late night, but I slept a lot, and it was much needed sleep. Much needed sleep. So, hi, if you're new, hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Soulful. Actually, my real name is Kendra, but Soulful is my brand name, so to speak. Okay. If you're old, hi again. Welcome back to watching these videos of me talking and spreading whatever wisdom I have, okay? So today I actually pulled a card about what to talk about, and I got the Three of Swords in reverse, okay? Which is all about heartbreak, letting go of heartbreak. Some actually say that the Three of Swords card can actually represent mirroring of yourself internally. It's very interesting. If you haven't studied the Three of Swords, go check out that card. But for the go-to right now, we're going to talk about healing heartache. And this is actually very vital right now for myself. I've been healing heartache now for quite some time, and not just because of something that recently happened in my life, but because we're all healing heartache, every single one of us on a daily basis. When we come to this earth, you're pretty much guaranteed that you're going to have heartbreak. Okay, there's going to be wounding. There's going to be things that happen to you that break your heart. Okay, and you know, when we think break the heart, it's more like, you know, what do you think when you think of that saying, break my heart? You're breaking my heart. Can the heart really be broken? I don't think so. I don't think it can be fully broken. I think it can be wounded. I think the heart can be weakened. It can have, you know, bandages over it, and it can have daggers sticking out of it. It can have stitches, okay, if we think of it metaphorically, right? I'm not talking about going to the hospital, though you may know somebody who's had heart surgery. I knew someone who had heart surgery, open heart surgery, when I was a little kid. But that aside, I really do feel as though this is important right now, not just on a basic level for yourself, but also worldwide. There's a lot of people that are being forced to face their heart, okay, right now. The heart is the center of our energy, of our soul, right? It's our essence. It's within that area, within the heart. And if you block it off, which I've done many times in my life, and I'm still learning to make that area nice and open and soft, you know what I mean? I'm still working on that. When my process, the alchemical process, started for me, and my heart center awakening, my heart center opened after I had unblocked the heart, okay? There was so much freedom, and I also went through a cathartic sort of event where I just released a ton of emotion and a ton of pain that had been inside me for decades. And I do feel that at times it's like when we shove things down, emotions, experiences, and we just, you know, say, oh, my heart's been broken, something bad has happened to me, I just have to forget about it, I just have to, you know, we don't really process what that does to our body over time. You don't process the energy. If you just say, well, that's that and it's over, right? And you don't give yourself time to actually process what's happened, then the wound sticks around, and then the heart becomes harder, and you can't let people in. You have a harder time letting people in. There's just, you know, you've got a protective barrier. And yes, of course, you've got to protect yourself, but having an open heart doesn't mean being naive, okay? It doesn't mean that you're gonna walk around, like the term is, wearing your heart on your sleeve, okay? It doesn't mean you're going to walk around with your heart on your sleeve and just invite into your space a bunch of pain. That's where the mind comes in, right? You got to train your mind. You got to be able to step into your mind and get a hold of what it is you're doing with your heart. Are you opening your heart too easily, or is your heart closed off? And when you open your heart too easily, if your heart is wide open, okay, and you're not smart about what you're doing, you're not paying attention, you're not observing, yes, you are going to invite energies in, you're going to invite things in. Now, a lot of people would probably argue with me saying that that's just another way of protecting the heart, but it's not. It's not. I'm not saying be overly rational, overly logical, but what I am saying is you do have to use discernment when you use your heart with other people. And I mean getting close to other people, letting people into your heart space after you have had it broken many times. If you've experienced a lot of trauma, it's important for you to understand that, and this is something I've had to understand. I've had to come to an understanding of that those situations, they're supposed to be processed. You know, the trauma is supposed to be processed. It's supposed to be cycled through. You're not supposed to just keep bottling it up and not allowing people in there, but you do have to protect yourself if you've been susceptible. And then you got to learn why you've been susceptible. You have to learn why. You can't not pay attention to a person's behavior, right? If people in your past that have hurt you over and over again, opening the heart space up is not open it up and love everything and in like this intense over the top way, right? Because not everybody is ready to receive that. And receiving is very important. But when it comes to healing and healing heartache and releasing heartache, you still have to have somewhat of an open heart. You know, if you've been rejected a lot, if you've had abandonment issues, these things affect the heart center as well, you know, and there's an energy behind it. There's a lot going on within the heart. And I think that a lot of people, I'm not saying you, but I think that a lot of times we downplay the strength of the heart and what it can actually do for us. The thing is it's not just a muscle, you know. It's not just a muscle. It's attached to our essence. It's attached to our soul, to our purpose, to who we are. So when the heart hurts, you're experiencing something. You're experiencing something that not only you can learn from, but also something very deep and profound that will teach you about your own inner strength, right? And if you have a hard time, which is something I've had a hard time with in the past, allowing yourself to process heartache naturally, it'll come back. It'll come back to haunt you later. You know, it doesn't go away. It doesn't. And I know this from experience. So if you're in a state right now, and I don't know who needs to hear this, who's watching this, maybe it's just me that needs to hear this. If you're in a state where you're trying to do this, you're trying to heal, which is something I'm doing right now. Understand the process is not, you know, it's not getting a bunch of crystals or, you know, just sitting around meditating and soaking up vibes or something like that. That's not how we heal the heart. How we heal the heart is primal as well. It's all about releasing that backed up energy, and instead of allowing it to corrupt the internal heart space, the heart space. And that's difficult. That's difficult because of how we live on this planet and how everybody is thrown pills or psychological conditioning, or told they have this wrong with them and this is wrong with them and that, and they need to go see this person, and, you know, pathology, this and that. Don't get me wrong, those things have an importance, but at the same time, how is a bunch of pills going to help this? It's not. It's not. You know, at the end of the day, that heartache is still there until it's looked at, until it's framed and reframed and healed by letting yourself feel the raw power of the pain, of the process that you're going through. It's only natural. It's only natural to hurt And I'm the kind of person that used to, not so much anymore, but I used to think that being strong meant that I could just have all this pain and never share it, okay, never express it, and just always be within myself, and that creates a cycle. It creates a cycle of pain. Okay, you're always feeling pain inside and you don't know why. You're not expressing, you're not sharing, okay? But that doesn't also mean that you can't create a private space for you to express the pain in your heart. You can always do that. And if you have hobbies, that really helps. Painting helps me a lot. Listening to music, writing. All these things will help you to express the experience of heartache that you're going through, right? And it gives you the time you need, to get through it. And just allowing yourself to feel is so important. It is so incredibly vital. So yeah, that was what I pulled today. I do want to go ahead and pull a Lover's Oracle card as well. And then one last announcement before I go. And I have a ton of readings today, and then I'm going to be redoing my website. I'm starting to plan for that. And I told you guys I'm opening up a Patreon soon. Okay. And it's going to be, well, here, I'll talk about this. I'll talk about it after. Let's get the card first and then see how this relates to heartache. Let's get a Lover's Oracle card. How does this relate? Okay, we got this. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. The heart is where you will find your true self. Okay? So never compromise that. It's yourself. Your heart is where you really are at, where you're seated. Okay? Yes, the mind is a part of this process. You have to get control of that. You have to work with the mind and the heart in tandem. You have to be able to utilize all of it together, right? But sometimes we make decisions, you may feel in the state of your heartache, right? You may feel that in this state of heartache, maybe you should do something differently. Should I feel guilty for what I did? Is there something I should say? You start feeling compassion and empathy. Also, all from the heart. These all come from the heart. There's a vast array of emotions that are being expressed throughout your emotional body, throughout you, throughout everything that's going on if you're healing from heartache right now. And just remember, the mind is still a part of it. So making choices with the mind when the heart is going through the process of healing, you got to be careful. You got to be careful how many choices you make with rationale and logic only, or experiencing something outside of you and then you think this is how you're supposed to do it. This is how I'm supposed to heal. This is, someone told me I'm supposed to do this. Okay? No, it's all about bringing you back to yourself. It's going to bring you back to yourself, the point that you're feeling this pain inside. So be careful when you're in a state of healing, which I am myself right now, how much you're willing to give, how much you're willing to allow, because when we're in a weak state like this, or when we're when you're processing, you're going to we automatically reach outside of ourselves and we try to, get something externally that's going to help. But just going through the process and allowing yourself to heal, going through the entire experience of whatever it is you have been feeling, and the whole point is to learn more and more about yourself. on who you truly are and to grow. It takes time for things to grow, and your tears from these experiences will water your seeds. You know, it will water the seeds of your own growth throughout your life. And give it that chance. Give yourself that chance and allow yourself to be free while you're healing, not what you think you should do. Be true to yourself. Be true to your heart. I like that. I like that. I needed to hear this message today myself. So, like I was saying, the announcements that I have today is I'm opening up a Patreon soon, and it's going to be for extended readings and possible extra stuff. Okay, maybe more extra interactions with anybody who goes there, and it's only going to be $6 a month. $6 a month? I can't speak. I am still waking up. And also, this is a last call as well, if you didn't see it on my channel, for the Energy Oracle deck, which I am giving away. I'll be announcing the winner on Sunday. And then sending it, US only, okay, US only. And then I'll be sending it in the mail to the winner. And you just have to leave a comment on how you feel tarot or oracle cards have helped change your life. What has it done for you? Are you utilizing it now? Just let me know. I want to hear your story. And I'll be choosing the winners. Like I said, PST time on Sunday. And that's pretty much it. Yes. Oh, I do want to mention that for those who are interested in mentoring, okay, email me, and I will be able to send you my rates. I'll send you a form of my rates, because I am redoing and fixing up and changing my website to be able to access a shop there and the whole business. But it's going to be some time till that's done. So if you do go to my website, or if you do get interested in my mentoring, okay, just email me. And the email is in the description box below, okay? All right. Good morning, and I will see you guys in my, what is it, Thursday? My air readings, okay? Bye.